Oh yeah, I remember him. Okay. She's pink. I mean, that's one of my favorite colors. That's one of my favorite colors.
Terrible things have happened.
Okay.
Where do I even begin? You are perfect.
Ooh. Okay.
Too perfect to lose.
Oh, wow. Look how long her arm is.
You're in grave danger.
Yeah.
She's watching your every move. So you better be careful. Mommy doesn't like guests. A new playmate!
Oh, yay!
It's been so long.
It's chapter 2. Let's get it. I'm going to scream so much while playing this. I just already know it.
Presumably after he plummeted to his death following a close call in the vents during chapter 1.
Yep.
Gradually, a long arm and gloved hand creeps into view before snatching Huggy's corpse away.
Right.
This arm belongs to a new enemy type, a giant spider-like creature with stretchy elasticated arms known as Mommy Longlegs.
Mommy Longlegs!
So this was the name that seems to have been teased for this new character by the developers last year in a viral marketing campaign, but it may not be official, so don't quote me on that.
Oh, okay.
Quite why this monstrous creature is referred to as Mummy is a bit of a mystery, but one thing is for sure. She runs the showdown here and, if this trailer is any indication, will play a major role during our adventure.
Okay.
But why is she dragging Huggy's limp body into her lair? Well, in my mind there are two logical reasons for this. The first would be that Mommy Longlegs acts as a mother figure to these toys,
Right.
repairing them and breathing life back into them after death, hence the name Mommy. And this would also mean that Huggy Wuggy could come back to life at the end of this chapter or in future chapters to chase us once again. However, she may also use the bodies of the dead to feast on in her nest, much like a real spider, draining their blood and wrapping them in a silken web.
True.
That said, this Mommy isn't likely to be friendly to our hapless hero, judging by Poppy's audio throughout the trailer.
You're in grave danger. She's watching your every move.
This dialogue from Poppy Playtime herself suggests that we will be under the constant surveillance of Mommy Longlegs, and this means she could pose a threat throughout the entire chapter, perhaps her hands reaching out from pipes and holes in the walls at a moment's notice. Poppy also states that Mommy doesn't like guests, although this sits at odds with what Mommy herself states at the trailer's conclusion.
A new playmate! It's been so long.
It seems as though Mommy Longlegs has been down in the depths of this factory for a long time and wants a companion to play with. I doubt she means play in the common sense of a word though. It's much more likely she wishes to feast on our blood.
Basically.
Finally, this trailer gives us the title of Chapter 2, Fly in a Web, which makes sense considering the chapter's main antagonist.
Poppy's audio.
Next up we have Poppy's audio. The first few lines are as follows.
Terrible things have happened. Where do I even begin?
We already know that something terrible went down at Playtime Co.
Absolutely.
I mean, just look at the bloodstains, absence of human life, and killer toys for starters, not to mention some of those creepy audio recordings. Poppy reinforces our suspicions, and it sounds as though these voice lines are taken from audio within Chapter 2, rather than being recorded specifically for this trailer. The fact Poppy is telling us a story in this way suggests that she is trying to help us, especially when we factor in how she warns us of the hostile Spider Mommy 2. This would make Poppy a friendly character rather than a vengeful one, as I had previously theorized, and this does make sense if Poppy contains the soul of Stella Graber, a child who never grew up and seems to have ended up inside the creepy doll after Playtime Co. used her as part of their twisted experiments.
Oh, wow.
But again, this is still speculation. These voice lines also suggest we take Poppy out of her cabinet at the end of Chapter 1, and she in fact travels around with us during Chapter 2, feeding constant information to us as we explore. This will make Chapter 2 far more narrative heavy than the first, and should, by virtue of that, make for an even more engaging story. And Poppy also states,
Perfect.
We got green, blue, purple.
this supports the theory that our character may be a test subject themselves, one called back to the factory by Poppy, who deems them perfect to carry out her master plan. Previously, I believed this master plan could be malicious, but now it seems more likely that Poppy simply wishes to save the souls of those who fell victim to Playtime Co.'s inhumane experimentation.
New locations.
Okay, now let's talk new locations.
Let's get it.
From the train station area where a giant toy train sits waiting to board the excitable families visiting the factory, to the play center rooms featuring color-coded puzzles, and the cavernous backrooms of the facility, it seems environments will be much more varied this time round. We can see in these environments the webs laid down by Mommy Longlegs. This entire area appears to be her lair.
New enemies.
But things don't stop with these new environments. These locales are filled with creepy new enemies to escape from. In this sequence, we witness a series of mini Huggy Wuggy dolls emerging from holes in the play center wall, perhaps containing the souls of the orphaned children. We must slap them back with the hands of our grab pack in order to repel them before they attack.
Look.
Then in this scene, we see a horrifying caterpillar-like creature for a split second emerging from a soft play maze to give chase. I'm certainly not looking forward to encountering that thing. Next up is this flower-based enemy. It almost looks like a stick insect in design and hangs above us, while what seems to be a color-based memory puzzle takes place beneath. My best guess is that the screen in this room flashes different colors, which we are then required to memorize and then high-five the buttons accordingly. Failing to do so angers this sunflower, causing them to drop down and attack. To cap off this video, let's take a look at some of the new abilities on show. While Chapter 1 of Poppy Playtime gave us the ability to tether 2 electrical points together with a red elasticated hand, Chapter 2 swaps this out for a green one. This green hand has an electrocharge ability, able to conduct an electrical current and then slap it into power points from a distance. This will allow for new puzzle opportunities to emerge and keep the gameplay feeling fresh. Next up is the grapple ability, which sees our character swinging from point to point like Spider-Man. The grapple even allows us to zipline out of harm's way when the occasion calls for it, meaning we could potentially use it to evade enemies and locate secret areas off the beaten path. But with that, we wrap up this look at the latest trailer for Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. While we didn't get a release date yet, it seems the game is coming along nicely and the wait shouldn't be too much longer. I'm personally super excited for it after this trailer, which really surpassed my expectations. But for now, guys, if you enjoyed this video...
Okay, guys, so what do you think of the trailer? Let me know in the comments below. I believe that the trailer was, like he said, it was very, very good. He said exceeded his expectations, child. And I did not have... Well, I'm not going to say I didn't have any expectations, but I wasn't thinking about it like that. I wasn't thinking, oh, how is the trailer going to be? I wasn't really, like, thinking about it like that. I knew it was going to be another Chapter 2, but it kind of, like, went off my radar for, like, a good minute. It was not, like, in... like what I was thinking about when it came to Poppy's Playtime, the Chapter 2 and when it's gonna come out, until the trailer dropped and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I did play Chapter 1, bitch, and it is supposed to be like a Chapter 2 or whatever. So I was kind of geeked. I totally forgot about it, and then when the trailer dropped, I was like, oh, bet, bitch. Let me react to this. Let me go. Put on my camera. Do a reaction to this for my first time back on my reaction channel after 3 weeks, child. But I really liked it. I really did like it. It did not disappoint. It gave you enough, but it did not give you too much, if that makes sense. Okay, I really enjoyed it. I was really expecting a release date though. I was kind of upset that we did not get one when it came to this trailer. I mean, what? We're not gonna get this game for what, like another year? Like, come on now. We're gonna need a release date, okay? But yeah, I really liked it. I'm excited and scared at the same time about it because I already know I'm gonna have to play it because y'all liked when I played chapter 1. Okay, y'all was here for that gameplay, child. Okay, and that means I have to play it. Even though I was gonna play it anyway, but I definitely have to play it for you guys because I know you guys is waiting for this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow my gaming channel if you have not already. My gaming channel and my Twitch is going to be down below. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. If you follow me on Twitter, that is when you get notified on when I'm going to be streaming, what time, if I have cancellations, etc. Okay? Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next reaction video.